We got some things to talk about, guys. Sit back, relax, and let's talk about some rumors. Yes, so, ladies and gentlemen, it's been basically about 3 days, 2 days, I don't really know exactly how many days it's been now since the Crown Tundra has released, which, you know, has been crazy. A lot of people have been excited, you know, came out on the 22nd. It's been about 4 days now, right, since it's been released, and a lot of things have already been talked about, but I have always been more excited about what's coming next year, right? I've talked about this before, I've said this before. I'm not that, you know, I don't care that much about, like, you know, DLC and stuff personally. I want to see what the next thing is, right? What's the next thing in Pokemon? Where we're going next with, like, development and stuff like that and games. And there is a rumor here that I want to cover that was sent to me by Steelix. Steelix is a long time, you know, like fan and also friend and somebody who it talks about a lot of like rumors and stuff like that, and shares a lot of that sort of stuff. And some of you guys may follow him on Twitter. He often talks about these things. So I thought it'd be fun to look at this rumor that he sent to me because interestingly enough, this rumor was removed by whoever posted it, which makes it even more intriguing, right? Because I'm not sure if it was removed by the person themselves or by a moderator or most likely 4chan. I'm not really sure how it was taken away, right? So I want to talk about that right now and see what you guys think about this. So we're going to jump into the rumor and see what it's all about, read through the whole thing, and yeah, I want to hear your thoughts about it. Again, I do apologize, we talk about a lot of rumors on this channel. I know it gets a little bit annoying sometimes, but this one looks interesting, and also I'm really excited about the next like part of Pokemon, but don't worry, we're still gonna have other content as well, but I just, you know, thought it's a pretty interesting one, so let's read it. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the rumor that was sent to me by Steelix. Shout out to Steelix up here, you know, and 556D for saying this my way. But here's what it starts off with. So, hello guys, I'll be telling you all what to expect from Pokemon 2021. This isn't a my uncle works at Nintendo leak, but in all seriousness, my GF works on a marketing team for Creatures Inc. I know many of you will doubt my validity, but I wanted to see how you all react when most of this post is confirmed true. I say most because 3 things I will post are lies. I think that that will add to the speculation. Thanks for taking time out of your day to read this. Now, first of all, this is an interesting, like, this is a psychologically interesting thing he's doing, because if he's putting a lot of fake stuff in here, now, like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, fake stuff, right? Let's say he says, oh, there's going to be this, this, and this game, right? Now, if he says all the possibilities of what could happen, you know, possibly could happen, like let's say he says Diamond and Pearl remakes, you know, Gen 2 Let's Go games, or he says, you know, more DLC. If he says all those 3 things mentioned, then this is kind of BS because, well, he just guessed everything, you know what I mean? He just basically guessed everything. So, you know, like it just doesn't seem like that logical. But let's continue though, you know, what he has to say though. So, I think it will add to speculation. Thanks for taking a bit of time out of the day to read this. So, 2021 will be marketed as the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. That is already true. We know already that. Is it a mythical like the 20th anniversary of Pokemon promoted? The marketing will be centered around the starters, which seems true, actually. That seems true because there has been this TCG card of Chimchar, which I can show you guys. Chimchar TCG leak. There is a Chimchar TCG card that was leaked accidentally in one of the packs that showed off the 25th anniversary Pokemon, which means that there's, and you know, basically the set, I think, it was like 12 out of 25, and if you count all the starter Pokemon, there are exactly 25, right? So you got 8th generations with 3 starters in each, and then add in that, you know, Pikachu as well, because it's technically one of the starters as well, you know, because, you know, 8, 5, you know, like, it's just, you know, not 8, 5, I would say 8 times 3, you got 24, and then the 25th is Pikachu, right? And what is it? It's Chimchar. So it makes sense that it will be marketed as the 25th, you know, like anniversary, like thing, you know, being part of that with starter Pokemon. So that makes sense. There will be a presentation a few days before Pokemon Day, but I don't know what specifically it will entail. There will be one on Pokemon. There will be one on Pokemon Day. Now, this is actually possible because we have had 2 Pokemon presents like a week between each other this year. Back in June, if you guys remember, we had actually 2 Pokemon presents right next to each other, right? It was literally right next to each other. So that is highly possible, okay? Highly possible that could happen. It's really not out of the blue that this could happen. Keep that in mind, guys. Very possible that could happen. Next up, first up, everything has been delayed because of, you know, the current disease. I don't know to what extent. Detective Pikachu 2 is still in the alpha stages. They know what they are what they can market the F out of this, so they can they want to do it right. Pokemon Snap 2 is directly affected by the delay. They want to be graphically appealing to the audience. It is easier for them to focus on graphics when it's not on the main series game. And then he says, I'm not going to progressively get bigger with these announcements. A Pokemon collection will be coming out soon because Game Freak is trying to get some money. 2 versions with the first versions of these sets of games in one, with the second ones in the, well, second. Mainly Gen 4 and 5 games. You can transfer to later games in the collection and to current games, but there are heavy restrictions to prevent rare Pokemon farming. This is a priority 2021 release. That's interesting if it is true. Next up, Diamond Pro Remakes are coming in 2021. They did DLC to focus more time on these games, much like they did with the Ultra Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield games. Temporal Diamond and Spatial Pearl. We've heard these names before. This will have the alternate universe BS that Aura has had. Okay, Mount Coronet in its entirety is the new wild area. Spiritomb is easier to catch, almost same method as the Crown Tundra. Okay, interesting. We'll use Platinum Dex. Okay, fair enough. Unova through Galar Pokemon get regional variants. They are in the Dex. Okay, none of the new max forms are of Pokemon that were in the Sword Shield. Okay, that's interesting. And then somebody just said something weird. Then my fingers hurt. Johto starters get G-Max forms, I guess, or yeah, max forms, and can be obtained through main story. It's like a tournament later in the game, with the winner getting a starter, kind of like the anime. Paul from the anime is the rival, Barry is still a rival, but to a lesser extent. Now here I think is a lie. I don't think Paul is in the game at all. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. That's very unlikely. Then he says, TD gives you a selection of regional Nova starters? While, you know, I guess, Temporal Diamond and Spatial Pearl gives you a selection of regional Kilos starters. What? Kilos? I'm confused. Either way, Fossils 2 and Legendaries. Each leader in postgame has a G-Max. It's not always their signature Pokemon, though. And then, you know, some people just saying, like, jokes. Yes, on the Battle Frontier, it changes, but not much. Arceus has a Turnamax-like form. They take back their place as the strongest Pokemon. Megas in postgame. And I think that's pretty much it for that rumor, like, in terms of, like, you know, content that it's telling us, so to say. So, basically what I'm trying to get to is, what do you guys think about this? What are you guys' thoughts on this specifically? Like, I personally don't know, because if we're going to go through here and, like, decide what is a lie, so I'm going to start with this, right? I think that, like, what you're talking about here is, like, Detective Pikachu 2 is still in alpha stages. I think this is a lie. The reason I think it's a lie is because that game was announced such a long time ago. I have a hard time believing it's still in alpha stages, and also, they knowing how to market it is only would make sense if there is another Detective Pikachu movie being made. If that's the case, they should have announced it by now, I feel like, you know. I feel like it should be announced by this point that that's being in creation, because, you know, they'd want to market it if that's going to come, you know, like whenever that's happening. I'm not sure when it would be happening, but if it is in alpha stages and they want to match it with the movie, then maybe it is. Maybe it's true, because we haven't seen another movie announced for quite a while, and the last one came out in, like, what, 2018, I think, right? I'm not even sure. I kind of remember. Was it 2019? I'm actually checked. Detective Pikachu. Yeah, 2019, actually, yeah. See, I even confused it, because I thought it came out in 2018. That's, like, feels so long ago at this point, honestly. It feels such a long time ago. Then he says here there will be a presents, you know, a few days before Pokemon Day, and then there'll be actually another one on Pokemon Day. Highly possible. Highly, highly, highly possible. We've seen this happen this year, and we've seen this happen before on Pokemon Day, where we've had a Pokemon presentation, or a Pokemon conference, and then a Pokemon Direct, right? Or vice versa. So it is very possible. First up, everything's been delayed because of highly possible that's been happening. Pokemon Snap 2 is directly affected by delay. I could see that being true as well. And then saying, you know, Pokemon Collection will be coming out soon because Game Freak is trying to get some money. I'm honestly feeling like the collection thing is fake. Reason why is, like, everybody's been, you know, kind of like pushing out this idea of that being true. So I'm feeling like that might be a fake. And he did say, because 3 things I will post are lies. So I'm not sure how he's, like, dividing these things in terms of what 3 things are lies and what what other things are real. But I'm feeling like, you know, the collection thing just feels like it's, I mean, honestly, it is possible, but it's just, how would they format it? How would they put together a collection where they can make the most out of it? Because if they give you just like a, here you go, here's a bunch of games for $60, you know, they're kind of losing value there. And you might not know what I'm talking about, but they are losing value there, because remember, they already sold Pokemon Red and Blue as separate things, right, on the Virtual Console. Same thing with Gold and Silver. And again, they can just remake these things and make even more money. I mean, this is way easier because you just re-release this thing that already exists. You're already done with the work. It doesn't need any extra work, except like porting, which is the easiest thing they could possibly do. It requires no effort. You can literally ask like freaking fans to do it, because it's that simple for like knowledgeable. I'm not saying it's still simple. I'm talking about it's simple for knowledgeable people. And you know, it's not like making a full new game where you got to make everything from scratch. It's a finished game. Just port that thing over. That's way easier. So, you know, a collection could be possible, but it all depends on how they want to do that, right? Next up, though, you know, like, I guess, you know, like, they're talking about Gen 4 and 5 games being, so I'm feeling like that feels a little bit, you know, I don't know. It's possible, but I don't know. Then Diamond Pro Remakes. This is the most likely thing in my mind that would happen, so a lot of stuff here, but it's really strange, because it says Temporal Diamond and Spatial Pearl. I'm feeling iffy on that, because I've seen those names mentioned before in other rumors, and also mentioned by other people, so I'm not really sure if that's really going to happen, because I don't think anybody guessed Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby when, like, you know, those two were, you know, rumored and stuff before it came out. So I don't know, man. It feels unlikely. But it also says that Johto starters will get, like, G-Max forms to be attained through main story. Again, I don't really know. And then he also says something like, you know, yes, from Battle Frontier, it changes, but not much. Arceus has a Turtamax-like form. They take back their place as strongest Pokemon. Megas in post-game. So, Megas in post-game, I'm feeling like that seems like a bit fake as well. I don't know. They've said in the past they want to bring Megas back someday, but I'm feeling like this won't be the time for them to bring Megas back. I ain't feeling it, you know what I mean? I just ain't feeling like Megas are coming back this time around. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I want to know your opinions, your thoughts, all that sort of stuff in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name has been Ruffle Rowlett, and I want to hear your thoughts and opinions, guys. So, peace out. Bye-bye. See you next time.